Imagine that tonight you simply never needed to sleep again. No fatigue, no drowsiness, no need to close your eyes. You've just gained 8 extra hours every single day. At first, it feels like a superpower. While everyone else is asleep, you stay awake. You watch movies, play video games, learn new skills, work, read books. Your life suddenly seems to have gained an extra third of time. But then you notice something strange. The world was not built for people who never sleep. At 3 in the morning, the streets are empty, the stores are closed, the restaurants are closed, your friends are asleep, your family is asleep. You have more time than ever before, but you have no one to share it with. Even so, you keep going. After a week, you start doing the math. If other people sleep 8 hours a day and you sleep none, that means you are living about 33% more time than they are. While an average person lives 75 years, you would experience the equivalent of nearly 100 conscious years. You could learn multiple languages, read thousands of books, master dozens of skills. Your productivity would skyrocket. But there's a problem. Sleep doesn't exist only for rest. For decades, scientists believed that sleep was simply a way to recover energy. Today, we know it does much more. While you sleep, your brain performs essential maintenance. Important memories are stored. Useless information is discarded. Neural connections are reorganized. It's as if your brain spends the entire night cleaning and organizing its files. Without this process, the brain begins to malfunction. People who are deprived of sleep for long periods experience memory loss, difficulty concentrating, mood swings, anxiety, and even hallucinations. But imagine that, for some impossible reason, you suffered none of those effects. Your body simply didn't need sleep. In that case, something even more interesting would happen. You would witness the world in a way that most people never will. You would see the sunrise every single day. You would see completely empty cities. You would watch the world alternate between activity and silence. You would notice patterns invisible to most people. But soon, another problem would appear: time. Because when you are awake all the time, the days begin to feel shorter. Weeks pass faster. Months pass faster. And so do years. You experience more hours than anyone else, and that creates a strange feeling. You begin to feel as though you are aging faster than everyone around you. Not physically, but mentally. While your friends live 16 hours a day, you live 24. After 10 years, you would have accumulated the equivalent of more than 3 extra years of experiences. After 30 years, you would have lived almost an entire extra decade. In a way, you would be living a secret parallel life, a life that no one else experiences. But there is something even more curious. Dreams would disappear. No adventures, no nightmares, no impossible conversations, no universes created by your mind. For roughly 1/3 of life, human beings dream. If you never slept, you would lose thousands of stories your brain would have created. And perhaps only then would you realize something important. Sleep is not wasted time. In fact, it is part of the human experience. All complex animals sleep. Birds, mammals, reptiles, even some marine creatures. Evolution has preserved sleep for hundreds of millions of years. Even though becoming unconscious for hours can be dangerous, that means the benefits must be enormous. After all, if sleep were useless, nature would have eliminated the need for it a very long time ago. And so we arrive at the final question. If you could truly live without sleep, should you? Maybe you would gain more time. Maybe you would learn more. Maybe you would accomplish more. But you would also lose something deeply human: the feeling of resting, the feeling of waking up. and the dreams that have accompanied our species since the beginning of history, because sometimes what seems like a limitation may be exactly what makes us human.